They're sycophantic. They're very sycophantic through. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, of course, betray Hamlet. It's quite simple to understand. They betray their friend by spying for a fee. Now, you might have missed that. They're actually getting paid by the king to do this. That makes the betrayal even more poignant and more painful. They betray their friend by making Claudius's interests their main objective. It's not to help their friend, which is I'm certain it's part of it, DC, but mostly it's to please the king. And then there's that fee, which makes it worse, you see. So Claudius says right here, he says, your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance. You will be paid. Thanks for coming to help us out, and you will be paid. A lot, as fits a king's remembrance. And their response is, we both obey, and here give up ourselves to the full bent to lay our service freely at your feet to be commended. They're sycophantic. They're very sycophantic throughout the whole. Every time they encounter the king, they're gushing and gushing this praise for the king. It's not a good look for a friend. In contrast to Horatio, who stands aloof. So Hamlet reveals his pain. I think it's pain, and pain, of course, bleeds into anger. He says to them at the beginning, he says, look, I know you've been sent for, so please, if you love me, be honest with me, do you see? It's kind of heartbreaking. That's a nice line. If you love me, gosh, guys, remember I've said before, Hamlet's alone at the court. The only person he can trust is Horatio. He's very, very isolated. And so the fact that your friends betray you like this, it really, really hurts. And they admit it. Yes, we were sent for. So fair enough, they own up to it, but not until Hamlet really, really pushes them. It becomes more angry. This is just disappointment and sadness, but then it becomes very angry later on, of course, in this scene here. He says, God's blood, do you think I am easier to be played on than a pipe? Now, manipulation, he says, I'm not to be manipulated with, because everybody's manipulating everybody else in this play, and he really, really feels it. So there's the betrayal there. The way he treats her is just absolutely horrific, and it's uncalled for.